The story opens with an ultrasound of twin babies. At first, everything looks normal, but one twin suddenly acts aggressively, turning the scene into a nightmare. Now we jump to the present day and meet 17-year-old Maria. She is getting ready for school in front of a mirror. Maria's life seems ordinary. School, parents, the usual routine, but it feels cold and lonely. At breakfast, Maria and her family sit in silence. No one speaks, and the mood is tense. After eating, she heads out for school. The moment she steps outside, she lights a cigarette. A girl from school passes by and throws a rude comment, but Maria is used to it. On the school bus, classmates bully her right away. They avoid her and mock her for no clear reason. Maria does have one acquaintance, Lily, but Lily treats her poorly and mostly uses her. During the day, Maria often sits alone, headphones on, listening to music. Maria envies Lily. Lily is popular and has a boyfriend named Sean. Secretly, Maria likes Sean too, so it hurts to watch Lily cling to him. After school, Maria faces another tense dinner at home. She stays quiet because she feels uneasy around her parents. Her father, Dan, is a plastic surgeon. He keeps busy with his work and demands perfection, which pressures Maria. Her mother, Amy, struggles with depression and frequent nightmares. Dan also cheats on Amy. Everyone knows, but Amy pretends it isn't happening. The household feels unstable. At dinner, Amy talks about her friends and future plans. She wants to help Maria and even suggests finding her a date for the upcoming prom. Maria dislikes the idea and tells her mother to stop. Dan joins the discussion, and Maria feels trapped. Unable to hold back, she snaps at her mother and leaves the table. Dan worries about Maria, not out of care, but because he finds her embarrassing. He complains that she has no friends, no social life, and no clear future. Maria hears her father's harsh words and feels even worse. She goes to her room and stares at herself in the mirror. On a shelf, she finds an old ultrasound photo showing twin babies. Maria has no idea why it is there and sets it aside. She takes a shower to calm down. When she looks back at the bathroom mirror, she gets a shock. Her reflection moves by itself. Maria falls to the floor in fear, then hides behind the toilet. Slowly, she checks the mirror again. The reflection is still moving on its own and even smiles at her. Terrified, Maria runs out. The next morning, she wants to tell her parents what happened. In the kitchen, she tries to speak, but her father, Dan, cuts her off. He doesn't ask how she feels. He only criticizes her tired look and tells her to put on makeup before school. Hurt, Maria heads upstairs, brushes her hair, and puts on makeup. Behind her, the reflection in the mirror moves a little out of sync, but she doesn't notice. Outside, Mark, the boy who bullies her, waits near the bus with a creepy grin. Maria tenses up. Just then, Lily drives up in a new car and offers her a ride. Lily enjoys showing off. They pick up Lily's boyfriend, Sean, so Maria has to sit in the back and watch them together. At school, they all run into Mark again. He trips Maria, making her fall while everyone laughs. Sean steps in and argues with Mark, defending her. Maria notices and feels grateful. After school, Maria returns home feeling low. She hears a voice and follows it to the bathroom. In the mirror, her reflection speaks. The reflection calls itself Aram, Maria's name spelled backward. Aram looks just like Maria but acts very differently. She tells Maria she is always with her, in every mirror. Maria asks where Aram came from, but Aram won't explain. Instead, she asks Maria what she wants, promising she can make Maria's life better. Aram is nothing like Maria. She's bold, confident, and enjoys being in control. She promises Maria that she'll fix everything, that she'll get back at anyone who hurts her. When Maria tells her she's beautiful, Aram corrects her and says, "No, we're beautiful." She clearly enjoys talking to Maria, and her presence is growing stronger. The next morning, Maria seems completely different. At breakfast, her parents quickly notice her cheerful attitude and neat appearance. Her father compliments her and says he's proud of her for the first time in a long while. Maria then surprises them by saying she's going to the winter prom dance. Her parents are happy to hear that she's trying to fit in. At school, Maria approaches Lily and Sean. She asks Lily to teach her how to ice skate. They're both surprised by how much she's changed. But even though Maria tries to be friendly, she still feels jealous watching Lily and Sean together, and Aram sees it too. Later, Maria spends time with her father. She visits his clinic and watches him work. She also notices one of his girlfriends at the office, but says nothing. After work, Dan takes Maria to the movies. Their relationship is still distant, but Maria wants to give it a chance. On the way out of the theater, they bump into Mark and his group. Mark acts like he and Maria are friends, and Dan seems uncomfortable. In the car, Dan says he has a special birthday gift for her soon. That night, Maria goes back to the mirror to talk to Aram again. The next day, she finds out what Dan's gift really is. He's booked her for plastic surgery to fix her appearance. Maria is crushed. She runs out of the house in tears. Later, she talks to Aram again, and the reflection becomes even more protective. Aram says Maria doesn't need to change. She's already special. Though these talks comfort Maria, they're also making her more emotionally unstable. Amy starts noticing something is wrong. Maria is acting more and more strange. But when she tells Dan, he doesn't want to deal with it and tells her to leave Maria alone. At school, Maria and Lily go ice skating. Maria struggles and falls on the ice. Instead of helping, Lily laughs at her and walks away, leaving Maria alone. Aram, seeing everything, becomes furious. She tells Maria she's not worthless. She deserves love. Then, the worst thing happens. At the prom, Mark corners Maria and attacks her. She's left deeply shaken and feels more alone than ever. In her pain, she runs to the bathroom mirror and calls out for Aram. This time, she reaches out and touches the glass. In an instant, their roles reverse. Maria is now trapped inside the mirror. Aram takes control of her body. That night, Amy has a terrifying dream of giving birth. Meanwhile, with Aram in control, things take a dark turn at school. She walks the halls with confidence and a powerful presence. When Mark tries to mess with her, Aram doesn't back down. She frightens him so much that he runs away. Aram decides to take things even further. She wants to shake up everything in Maria's life and show her mother the truth about her father. So, she sets up a meeting between Amy and one of Dan's girlfriends. Amy is shocked and heartbroken. This was all part of Aram's plan to make Amy turn against Dan. Maria, still trapped in the mirror, sees what's happening and begs Aram to stop. She doesn't want her parents to suffer like this, but Aram won't back down. She says they all deserve punishment for the way they've treated Maria. Next, Aram focuses on getting back at Mark. She sets a trap that causes him to break his leg. Then she turns her attention to Lily. After practicing ice skating alone, she goes out on the rink with her. During the practice, Aram makes Lily fall hard. Her head hits the ice, and she dies from the injury. That night, Maria is filled with rage and fear. She wants Aram to stop everything and switch back, but Aram refuses. She says everything she's doing is for Maria's own good. A few days later, Aram starts spending time with Sean. She drinks, smokes, and acts like a completely different person. One night, they go to a motel to hang out, but then Sean gets a call from the police. They ask both of them to come to the station. Aram doesn't want to go. Sean insists, and in the middle of their argument, she hits him on the head with a glass bottle. It's a terrible accident. Sean dies from the blow. Aram never meant for it to go that far. Now both she and Maria are filled with guilt and sadness. Meanwhile, Amy continues to have disturbing dreams. Visions of giving birth. These dreams hint at something from the past. Eventually, the truth comes out. Maria had a twin sister, but when the baby was born, she was not perfect. Dan, afraid of her being deformed, made the decision to end her life. Amy was devastated but never spoke about it. Aram now knows the truth and goes to confront Dan at his office. She asks him if he could love her even if she was flawed or unattractive. Dan can't answer. After a long silence, he admits that he couldn't raise a child like that. That's when Aram snaps. She kills him in a fit of rage. With Dan gone, Aram's mission feels complete. But something strange happens. She can no longer see Maria in the mirror. It's like she's gone. Aram goes home to Amy. The two of them sit quietly. Now, it seems that Maria and Aram are no longer separate. They share one body, one life, forever changed by everything that happened. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to help the channel out. See you in the next one.